This altar is perfect because we want to decolonize ourselves. You want to decolonize people, and you want to decolonize them through objects. Since I was very young, since my father was an artist, I always wanted to do the same things that he was doing. So if he was painting, I wanted to paint. If he was doing graphics, I wanted to do graphics. Also, my mother was very influential. She was Mexican. She was a dancer, and so she knew all of the tradition. Well, nuestra herencia, it lives on and it lives through the dead also, and our ancestors, our grandparents, our cousins, our other people within the culture that were there talking or making investigation about culture. So I thought it was the perfect timing, not only to include me as a Boricua and a Mexican, to include also the indigenous of Puerto Rico. This is a work of art that I've been working on through the years, because whenever I travel and went to Mexico, I always brought back a ceramic piece. And it all had to do with all the different gods that were from the Aztec, Toltec, Olmecas. They're all over the place in Mexico. Different trips that I did with my father, like on La Minga, which is from Mexico. This is from the 1500s, 1600s. And it was a woman that lived and was an elder, because during that time, the slave that came from El Congo, Batu, or Nigeria, but these people brought a lot of knowledge. You see some things that are from Africa, and you see some things that are from the indigenous people. The Catholic Church used to say that everything that they did, son los diablos. So, they say los diablos. We call them the diablos because they dance, and because of the music, los diablitos. You're just dealing with energy. And we as human beings have those energies inside us also. And those energies can become positive, can become negative, and you have to learn how to work with those energies. So they're represented in different colors. Okay, so there's 7 levels. The purple is Babaluaye. The second color is Oya, who is the head of the cemetery. When you're going to enter the cemetery, you have to ask for permission. You know what I mean? And when you leave, you say goodbye and you do certain things, because those spirits have to stay there. Otherwise, they'll go with you, and some of them not too good, they'll bother you. So esos son los brujos. So, we were taught this when we were kids. And indigenous, they have other things. They have other gods. The Mexicans have their own god. Well, you have Lupita. Who is Lupita? I did a monoprint of her a couple of years ago, because I was concerned about the immigration in the United States and the crossing in the Rio Grande. It's very important that when people come here, realize that what they're looking there is there, but it's inside them too. So it goes back and forth, and that's the conversation that each individual has to have. And then think about their history at home and how they are going to connect with their children and their families, you know what I mean? But they do not forget that these places exist because other people, those people that are there, that are not there, who have become our ancestors, and they are our ancestors, but they're also looking over us, and they are protecting us. And later on in the future, when I'm no longer here, I hope that I can become a protector or an ancestor.